G'day ladies and germs, Connor here from C-Dubs Media, back with another video. And today we're doing a quick look, first impressions of the Google Pixel 6a. So without further ado, hit the like button and the subscribe button, and let's get stuck into the video. Alright everyone, we all know the Pixel 6a has been on everyone's minds for a long time, and it's not the most amazing device to be looking at. It's very stock, but for all of you who have been looking forward to it, let's go through what we've got here. So we have the Pixel 6a here in sage color. It also comes in chalk and charcoal, which is light green, white and black. It is a 6.1 inch display, and for reference here we have the iPhone 13, 6.1 inch. We have the Galaxy S22, and then here's the big daddy, which is Google Pixel 6 Pro, which is my daily driver alongside the iPhone 13. Let's get it out. Here it is, straight out of the box, and that's what you're looking at straight away, is that sage green color. I do like it. I think it's got some nice color to it. It's subtle and it's a little bit different. And the first thing I'm noticing is the size of the visor. Huge difference in the visor size, and not only the width and height of it, but also the depth of it, as you can see there. But it's not going to be a full comparison. This is more. You get the phone, you get a cable, and you get a USB A to C adapter and some books and stuff like that. We'll leave the books aside. Everything else is online these days. So first up, you have a ultra wide camera that comes in at, I think it's 12 megapixels, and then you have the wide angle, which comes in at 12 megapixels as well. And then on the front, you have 8 megapixel camera as well. Let me power this on while I'm talking. Now, you do have a 60 Hertz display here. You have 120 Hertz on the Pixel 6 Pro and 60 on the Pixel 6a. And I just must say, like my goal is to find a small device that really meets my needs with no lag, which is why I tore the backside off the Galaxy S22, because it was so laggy and so horrible. I've gone over to the iPhone 13 just for something different and to see how it is, and to be honest with you, I'm not too impressed with that either, which has led me to the Pixel 6a. I want this stock experience without this massive size of the 6 Pro. Now just quickly, power button on the side here, volume rocker. On the bottom you have USB Type-C, couple of speakers. On the top you have your mics as well. Then you have your SIM card tray here. No SD card slot, so you have to just get over that. But here we go. Obviously I set this up earlier. I opened it, set it up, put it back in the box. So I haven't really used it at all, but just a quick look. There you can see it's a very stock feel to it. Nice looking flat display. Like, I don't mind a flat display. Like, have a look at this. I think it looks pretty good. And it's nice and flat. It's got a little bit of a bezel, but again, I don't really care about a bezel when it's this size. It's not like the old days where it looks like a picture frame. This is a good size. And you have the very stock Android flavor and feel to it. So I really do like it. Now, setting this up was quite easy. I did just do the straight up cable to cable from the Pixel 6 Pro, and it was seamless. Now, like I said, we have 60 Hertz display here. I don't find it too bad. I think it's nice and smooth enough, you know, like it's what you expect within this price range. Although there are some others that do have like 90 Hertz. Maybe we could have gone to 90 Hertz here. But generally speaking, it's not much of a difference. And I do recall a time where people got 120 Hertz when it first came out, and they were like, oh, you can barely tell the difference. Well, now they can. Now it's obvious, and you can tell it, but it's not that bad. We also have 6 gigabytes of RAM and 128 gigabytes of storage with UFS 3.1. All that equals like not a bad setup, not bad performance. And I think 128 gigs is good enough these days, because I store everything on the cloud. I use my G drive for that. I store everything there, and I never seem to run out of space on my devices. And I haven't had more than 128 gig of RAM for a long time. This also has the Google Tensor Titan M2 security chip, which is the same one you get in the 6 Pro over here. So I'm not too upset about what's in the hardware side of things. And I do think the battery is pretty good as well. We actually have over 4,400 milliamp hour of battery here. So I don't think you're going to run out, especially with that 60 hertz display. You're probably going to get through a full day. I probably won't because I get battery anxiety at around 50% and put it on charge. But there is one thing that I will miss, and that is no wireless charging here. Where all these other sort of phones here that I think are around the same sort of ballpark, you do get wireless charging. Now, the iPhone 13 retails at 1,400 Aussie dollars. Galaxy S22 Ultra retails at around 1,350 Aussie dollars, and the Pixel 6a comes in at 750 Aussie dollars. Now, I got it on a deal with Harvey Norman's where I got a $150 gift card as well. So that brings the price of it down to around about $600, which I think is kicking ass over these other two, the iPhone and the Galaxy S22. Now, it does have fast charge. Now, what fast charge means for something like the Google Pixel 6a, I'm not really sure yet, but I will let you know in my full review. And you know what? Let's test out the camera. First thing we're going to do, front-facing camera. I'm going to go portrait mode. And let's have a look and see what you get for $650. Not bad, not bad at all. Now, one thing I like about Google and the Pixel phones and their cameras is for years they gave away free storage and they had access to just about every photo on the planet to help create computational photography from a Pixel point of view, and they really do utilize that. You're getting amazing photos here on the Pixel phones with the Pixel cameras, even with only 12 megapixels. So I'm just going to take a quick selfie here with the rear-facing camera. Bang. And let's see how we're looking. That is a really detailed, good-looking photo and a beautiful model as well. Haha, very funny. So I'm really liking what we've got here. Now, for the video, you do get 4K at 30 frames per second and video 60 frames per second at 1080p. So not the best, but good enough. Definitely good enough for the price point. That 4K 30, I do like that. In-display fingerprint sensor, which is awkward. Now, right now, when you do, like if I tap it here, sometimes the fingerprint area where it's telling you to press is actually out of place and it's not in the right spot. So maybe they'll fix that bug soon with some software updates, but I have noticed that. So right now, if I double tap, the fingerprint sensor's there. Sometimes it's a little bit lower and it's actually misleading. You put your finger in the wrong spot. That takes about a second to open. I mean, no one's going to complain about 1 second to open their phone. So I'm really digging it. I like it. It's nice and handy for me. The size of it, I'm going to test it right out. Hopefully the Pixel Watch comes out soon as well and I'll be able to test it out. And just for reference again, iPhone 13, Pixel 6a, which one do you think looks better? I do like the Pixel better. I think this camera setup here is old and maybe a bit out of fashion now. Well, not out of fashion, but it's definitely a bit tired. Where the Pixel phones do have a unique look about them and definitely stand apart. So, full review coming. Make sure you hit me up in the comments down below if you have any questions regarding this and my review of it. I'll be doing a very thorough review. I won't be trying to beat everyone to the punch. I'm just going to try and get the best review out from a user's point of view, not a tech review point of view. So if you want to know what it's like to live with this day in, day out, make sure you hit the subscribe button. These are the phones I've gone through recently. Pixel 6 Pro, Galaxy S22, iPhone 13, and I can assure you that the Pixel 6 Pro has been my favorite. It has been my most reliable. It has been the best phone for me to use. Hopefully the Pixel 6a takes over. I really don't think we need these high-end phones anymore. These mid-ranges are absolutely killing it, and it just shows that we've hit peak phone and now we're looking for the best phone, not the most powerful phone. Now, it is a dual SIM phone as well, so you have a single SIM and then you have the eSIM. You have stereo speakers, 2 microphones in it for noise suppression. You have Wi-Fi 6 as well. Now we do have 5G enabled here as well, and we will get 5 years of security and OS updates. I'm digging it. This is the first look. I really like it. In the hand, it's a good device. It feels nice, feels good to hold. It's got a good looking display on it. Average, but looks good, looks fine to me. I like the way it responds so far. I mean, you can tell it's not super smooth because of that 120 Hertz missing, but it is definitely snappy and responsive. Obviously, it's day one, so maybe that'll change. Like, subscribe, share, all that stuff. Catch us in the next video. Check out.